So the Saints Row Reboot official trailer came out during Gamescom earlier. By the way, if you're interested in the trailer or any further information regarding Saints Row, feel free and check out the articles and the video I linked below in the description section. So right now, if we look at the like to dislike ratio, wow, 7.8K like, 7.9K dislike at the recording of this video. I did do my own poll not too long ago over on my channel in the community tab, where I asked viewers thoughts on the Saints Row reboot. And so far at 38%, people thought it was okay. 33% really bad. Bad, 13%, good, and great at the bottom at roughly 8%. So if we combine, let's just combine good and great together. That's 16% bad, really bad. We can add that together to 46%. And then somewhere in the middle is where you would have, 38% of the vote. So 46 in the bad category, and in the middle at 38% in second place, and then 16% great, good. So that gives you kind of an idea of how I think the gaming community is feeling about the Saints Row reboot. By the way, thanks to everybody that voted in the poll so far. Overall, obviously, Saints Row fans want this game to be good. They want it to be way better than what we got in this trailer. By the way, it was mostly, I guess you could say, cinematic trailer. Oh boy, those are always awesome and never end up being a letdown when the final product comes out. There was a little bit of alpha gameplay, a tease, a taste of it. Not really much to go on. The game is supposed to come out in February, I think February 25th, 2022. If it doesn't get delayed, there's always a possibility of a delay. Some people like this game. There seems to be a growing amount of people that dislike the reboot of Saints Row. And first impressions are very, very important. And I gotta say, this was not a very good first impression for the Saints Row reboot. And it is disappointing to me as a open world fan and a huge GTA fan, as well as a Red Dead fan, and someone who has played Saints Row games. Not since the beginning. I came in with Saints Row the Third. I loved it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Saints Row the Fourth was obviously a copy and pasta of the Saints Row the Third, engine-wise, look-wise, except for superpowers, aliens, and all that stuff. And that was definitely a direction that Saints Row fans, well, the hardcore OG Saints Row fans were not happy with. So obviously, over the past, 7-8 years, Saints Row fans have been wanting Volition to take it back to its roots, like similar to Saints Row 1 and 2, maybe a little bit of a Saints Row the Third in there, but nowhere near what we got out of Saints Row 4. And they said they were going to reboot it. They teased it a few days ago, and a lot of us, including the professional and many others, had high hopes for what we were going to see Thursday when it came to the Saints Row reboot reveal. And unfortunately, it came out, and I think a lot of people were very much disappointed. And even those of you out there that had low expectations, somehow the trailer managed to go below the expectations. Personally, I didn't have high expectations, but I was somewhere in the middle on this because even though I am a GTA fan, I see that Rockstar has milked the living hell out of GTA 5 and GTA Online. And coming in November, we have the milked edition, the enhanced, expanded edition of GTA 5, GTA Online going to be standalone for PS5 as well as the Xbox Series S and X. There's been a growing desire, craving from the GTA community for a new GTA game, like GTA 6, for example, because GTA 5 came out in 2013. And we will be in the 10-year anniversary of GTA 5 in 2023 before we get GTA 6. We may not even get a teaser for GTA 6 by 2023. That's how bad it could be, because Rockstar and Take-Two are making so much money off of GTA Online that they don't want to stop racking in the dough off the shot cards. So unfortunately, GTA 6 continues to be a mystery, delayed. Who knows if they're even actually anywhere close to development on GTA 6, especially since Dan Houser, the lead writer for previous Rockstar games, like GTA 5, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemptions 1 and 2, and a few others, is no longer with Rockstar Games. And there's a few others that have left over the years as well. So we have no idea if or when we're ever going to see GTA 6, perhaps not even in our lifetimes, or maybe before the end of this decade, hopefully. But at the same time, a lot of us, I guess we had some hope with Saints Row. We thought that, okay, if Rockstar is going to continue like milking GTA Online dry and making the Grand Theft Auto franchise go stagnant, even though it's raked in bazillions of dollars, this is Volition's opportunity to maybe grow their fan base and bring out a Saints Row game that not only pleases hardcore Saints Row fans and OG Saints Row fans, but might pique the interest of GTA fans that never gave the Saints Row franchise a chance. Saints Row 1, 2, the third, or 4. Most GTA fans probably never touched Saints Row. There's definitely a percentage of that community that have played both Saints Row and GTA. I would say not a majority, but there's a percentage of the GTA community that loves the Saints Row franchise as well. So a little bit of both, right? They swing both ways. Yeah, Saints Row and GTA. They obviously want both games to do well. They want both franchises to do fantastic. And I think that there's definitely plenty of GTA fans right now playing GTA 5 or GTA Online or just taking a break because they want something new, that were looking upon Saints Row with hopes and dreams. And I think that when that trailer dropped, it definitely left a lot to be desired. Now, obviously, there's people that seem to think it's okay at best. It's a first impression, not exactly the best. But before the final product comes out in either February 2022 or later on in 2022, if it gets delayed, it could actually end up being a fantastic game. It's supposed to be the largest open world playground in Saints Row history, but it's set in a completely different city. It's not going to be in Stillport. It's going to be out in the Southwest in I guess their own version of Las Vegas. And it's going to call itself, I think, Santo Elso. I think that's what they said. And I think that roughly translates to Saint Unscathed. If I'm wrong about that, I sincerely apologize. But it's a reboot. It's not a prequel to the other Saint Row games, or is it? Because it feels like, from what we read in the description section, feel free and go read it for yourself, that this is going to be the beginning of the Saints Row, of the Saints gang. And that doesn't really make much sense because the Saints Row is a street that the Saints were from, not out in a fictional version of Vegas. Graphically, I mean, it does look better than previous Saints Rows because, well, it's a newer game. It's supposed to look better graphically. A lot of people have made the comparison with the characters looking like Fortnite characters, and I can see it, unfortunately. I feel like that this was potential for Volition to really make Saints Row something more than it's been and grow that fan base, that community around Saints Row with this game. But the fact that first impressions, if they don't get off on a good start, on a good foot, if they stumble and falter, then a lot of people out there have already passed judgment upon the Saints Row in name only, Reboot, that they have seen, and a lot of people feel like, especially the OG members of the Saints Row fanbase, that this game is Saints Row in name only, that it's just not their Saints Row. Maybe it turns out good by the time the game drops, whenever it drops sometime in 2022, or maybe it ends up being a disappointment and makes people miss the days of Saints Row the Third. But at the same time, I feel like this was a missed opportunity by Volition. I think that they seriously needed to take into account over the past 7-8 years what the Saints Row fan base was wanting from them. Specifically, Saints Row to feel more like the first two Saints Row games, like actual legit string gangs going at it, and not this. It just doesn't feel like the other two Saints Row games, even though, once again, personally not an expert. I did play a little bit of Saints Row 2 on the PS Now. By the way, PS Now is a horrible place to play any game. Overall, I'm going to wait and see on this one. I was wanting to be excited by it. I was wanting to be wowed and impressed. Maybe some future gameplay trailers coming up through the holiday season leading up to the launch of the Saints Row Reboot will prove otherwise. And when it comes out, it'll be amazeballs. Who knows? But at this point, it's not really looking that way. sadly, because I really do think that GTA needs a legit competitor in order for both franchises to shine. Saints Row was that opportunity, and Volition, from what I noticed, from what I looked at, from what I read over, it really looks like they've dropped the ball. It doesn't mean that Saints Row won't be a success when it comes out. It could end up surprising all of us, and I hope it does. But as of right now, I'm not really impressed with what I've seen thus far. But the good news is the creator thing will still be a part of Saints Row. So you will be able to create your own character, even though they had kind of like a placeholder in the artwork as well as in the cinematic cutscene. And I guess the actress will be one of the voices that you can use as your boss character for the new Saints Row game. So it could be male or female or whatever you want it to be. But at the same time, I was also personally really hoping that this thing was going to come out. This trailer was going to wow me, amaze me. And I feel like most people, at best, are in the okay category. They're like, it's okay, there's potential, but I'm not exactly feeling the hype train here. But a lot of people are in that bad category, and they're like, oh, that was bad. So maybe Volition can pick it up from now till February and turn it around. I sincerely hope that's the case, because I do feel like GTA, as of right now, needs some competition in order to put a boot up Rockstar's booty, so to speak. Because right now, it's not really going to make a difference, I don't think, because we have the Milked Edition of GTA 5, GTA Online coming out in November, and we still don't know anything about that. Probably maybe before the end of the month, or maybe around September 17th, which is the anniversary of GTA 5 dropping back in 2013 for Xbox 360 and PS3. Maybe by then we will get some information, an actual legit trailer for GTA 5 Enhanced Expanded Milked Edition, and that trailer could wow us all and revive GTA 5 as well as GTA Online, and maybe even have some surprises. There's also that rumor of the remaster or remake of the GTA trilogy of GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas. Still a rumor, but we'll keep an eye on that as well. But that's my thoughts about the Saints Row reboot. If you want to watch the trailer yourself or read over the information, feel free and check out the description section. And I want to know your thoughts, your views, your opinions, and feel free to go vote in the community tab. Your thoughts about Saints Row reboot. Is it good? Is it great? Is it okay? Is it bad? Is it really bad? And your thoughts also welcome below, as always, in the comments section.